Hi everyone, welcome back into the Academy here at Chesterfield Golf Club for another video. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Warren Bennett and this little furry ball of loveliness is called Trev, I'm sure you know by now. No dog toys in the Academy, so he's probably just going to eat the odd golf ball here and there, but at least it doesn't squeak, eh? I'm going to go through a move that I think that saved Tiger's career. Now it's a bit silly to say because obviously his career is outstanding, probably one of the best that's ever lived. But I think the move that actually got him to win the 2019 Masters. So I'm going to show you what this move is. Okay, let's try and get Trev out of the way and let's get going. Right, with Trev out of the way, we can get going. So spine angle. So this is what I'm on about. Keeping spine angle through your golf swing is really important because, like I say in many of the videos, if you can look for that one thing that solves four things, it's a real gem. So this is one of them. Now, having a spine angle, which basically means having the angle between your backside and the top of your neck pretty much the same throughout the whole of the swing here. Even at the finish here, you're still wanting a little bit of side tilt here. You're not looking to stand completely upright. So keeping spine angle throughout the whole swing is a real benefit to having a more effective arm swing as well. If you stand up, so a lot of people we see here lose the spine angle coming down to the ball, mainly caused by the bottom half. So my bottom here, be able to see this stick I've got behind come out away from this stick. What's actually happening there, you'll see from the front view, if I stand up, my right pocket now is ahead of my right elbow, my arms can't now swing in front of my body. It's basically what's called stuck. And under speed, what's going to happen because of that, I'm going to probably suffer with early extension. So as much as you're trying to, which I have explained in previous videos by the way, of trying to get weight moving into this left side, what you can't do is thrust out forward as well. So you can have a lateral movement, but it can't be forward and out. So if I do that, I cannot help but stand up, especially under speed when we hit the ball. It can cause a lot of thinning, especially fatting as well, because remember the club isn't now with us. It's probably going to bottom out too early, an early extension. So if you're suffering from early extension, have a look at this. So one area where I think it really saved Tiger as well. So I hate going, you hear all coaches going about this is the thing that saved Tiger Woods. It's one of the things. But I did see on social media months and months and months ago about how he's really trying to have more of an effective movement of his hips here, which kind of keeps his spine over the ball a bit more. Because if you can keep your spine over, that allows the arms and club to swing through with room. Remember what I said before, if you stand up, there's no room for your arms to swing, they're stuck and you're probably going to have to flick it, or you'll probably back away as well if you suffer from that. So remember, the arms and club require room to hit the ball more effectively and more consistently, and what gives you that room is having your spine angle correct all the time. Now you're going to see a white stick behind me, you probably see more effectively from the behind view here. On the backswing, you're looking for your right pocket and backside to be against this stick on the way back. On the way down, you're looking for it to still be there. Obviously, there's a little bit of movement, my knees going forward. Remember, not twisting straight away, but there is a little bit of movement forward. But I'm still against, my backside still against. And one of the things that Hogan said in his 5 Fundamentals book is his feeling was he was still sitting on a shooting stick. A little kind of chair on top of a stick. He's still feeling like his backside's against here, and that's one of the things that I saw Tiger do in a practice swing, is really exaggerating his left pocket back away. And that keeps his head and spine over the ball, and that creates more room for him to basically do what you like from there. You can either draw it or kind of come across it and hit a little fade as well. And it creates more power, because remember, the one thing that can solve the 4 things, I'm not saying necessarily 4 things, but really keeping your backside away from the ball allows the arms to drop down in front of you and create some more compression. Right, anything new, remember, just be very careful. If you've got any hip or back issues, just keep this very light. But remember, you're trying to keep, if I had my back or bottom against the wall, I'm trying to feel like I'm still back against the wall. Exaggerated, it'd be like that. But you see a lot of pros and elite golfers, and I'm not saying we can all be pros and elite golfers, but we can kind of introduce and layer a few of their good habits into our swing. But remember, word of caution, anything new, just be very careful and keep it very slow. Practice swings to start with, build up speeds to let our body get used to it, these feelings. Don't go at it too hard with a driver straight away. You might kind of feel little aches and pains. So just word of warning there. So I'm going to go nice and smooth. But on the way down, I'm going to feel like I'm just going to wait for this club and my arms to come out in front. And then I'm really going to get this left pocket back on this wall. So you can see from the behind view, I come away from the wall. If it's done wrong, what we're looking for is this left hip to go back and bump the wall behind me. Allow your right side to come up too. And a lot of elite, what I was going to say, a lot of elite players they're kind of feeling like they're getting lower into the ground. And one coach said to me back in the day, got these little sentences I always remember. He goes, you're 6'4", which I am, but I want you to look 5'4" impact. And what he meant by that is 6'4" is standing up, looking really tall. 5'4" is like that. So I really feel like compressed and still staying in the shot nice and low. But that's caused by getting this left pocket turning round me instead of out here. Right, let's see if we can hit one without hitting Trev here. Trev, do you want to move to the side, buddy? Come on. Good boy. Stay there. Good boy. Okay, so I'm going to do a little half swing at half pace. Right pocket, square left pocket. So I'm really feeling like I'm still in my spine angle. Just a half swing to start with, folks. Another practice to make sure I'm doing it right. Really sit down. I'm going to imagine that I'm doing it more than I should. Really keep back. Didn't hit that well at all, but doesn't matter because I'm really exaggerating it. Really, that keeps that spine angle, keeps our head over the ball. There's always going to be an element of standing up 100% because you want to be able from about here. There is an element of kind of, because you're thrusting up and twisting, there's always going to be an element of this going up. But right now, don't worry about that because you're just feeling like this left pocket's going back behind you from about halfway down, not the top of the backswing. That's why we always slow it down to kind of give you the feeling, the awareness, time in motion. Let's go. That's a little bit better. And you can see now my finish is I'm still in this spine angle, look. Remember, our arms and club require room to swing at pace. So remember, just do little breakdowns. Twist through, back. See if I'm doing it, see if I can check myself. Right. Really feel like my pocket and bottom's going back behind me. Good boy, Trev. Thin that one a little bit. Remember, not after perfection straight away. But if you ever feel like you're suffering from, oh, I'm topping it, or I can't help but lifting up, that's probably what the cause. The effect is probably because you're not effective with the way you're rotating your bottom half here, your legs. If you feel like I can't help but lifting up, I can't help but lift up, can't help but lift up, it's probably caused by you moving your waist and torso incorrectly out. And you're feeling it in your head. But the cause is your torso and your belt buckle. So remember, you're feeling like your belt buckle and left pocket are going round and back, like there, exaggerated. The more I go back, the more my head goes down, and it's completely opposite. Exaggerating and silly, that one. Okay, let's try and ramp it up a little bit longer. That felt quite nice, that. I really felt compressed. So, really effective if you've got the ball below your feet. Because remember, if your ball's below your feet by an inch or two, the ball is technically further away from you. So, Yes, you change your posture and get over the ball a little bit more, but you really need to keep in the shot. And keeping you in the shot is keeping your spine angle. And keeping your spine angle is making sure your left hip and your bottom half doesn't go out towards the ball. Really feel like you can do kind of a few kind of impact feels, twist. You can see there, the more I twist and get my left pocket to go back, look at how low my head is. A lot of elite players in that sort of look. Obviously that's exaggerated. We probably won't get there in full motion. Being 51 and unfit, probably not going to get there in full motion, but you need an element. And you can feel the mile to gain the inch. Really feel and practice swings. If you've got 100 balls at the range, you should take an hour. It shouldn't take half an hour, 20 minutes to hit these balls. Have a few practice swings in between. Remember, practice smart, don't practice a lot. If you practice smart, you don't have to practice every day and beat balls, thousands. Nice practice swings. Remember, from about here, you're starting to rotate. Exaggerate, and you can tell without me feeling any sort of compression or hands forward, the more I rotate, the more my hands go ahead of the ball. You can see from the front view there. Now that's ridiculous and too much, but that's where I'm going to create compression through the ball. The other way is if I stand up, remember my right arm now is behind me, which is behind my hip, and under speed my wrist can't hold the angle, so it will probably bottom out and extend. And you're looking for the opposite. The more you stay in the shot by twisting from about halfway down, the more the right elbow, you can see here, the more my spine angles over the ball, the more my right elbow's tucked in, and the more compression I put on the ball. One more, this is with every club by the way. Remember, with a driver, we just change our stance. Ball more forward and a bit more tilt at the start, but everything then stays the same. With a driver, you're probably just a little bit more behind the ball, because that's how you start. With an iron, you're kind of over the top of the ball no matter what. Really exaggerate. Smooth, a little bit heavy, but you can see there my finish, my spine, I'm still looking at the ball, looking down the target with a spine angle like that, not straight. Okay, so remember, like anything new and anything introducing into your swing that's new, just be careful. Just start off nice and smooth. That'll help any kind of, because remember, we're moving different and putting a different type of feeling into our muscles, so just be very careful. Keep it nice and smooth to start with. Work the speed up. Always start slower than standard and then work our way up. Much easier to speed up than it is to slow down. So keep everything slow, because that gives us the awareness time. Oh, load of practice swings at home, load of swings without a club as well, and your body will get used to it and you'll be amazed how more simple this is. It's never simple, but more simple. Great for pitching as well, great for chipping, because remember a lot of people with chipping stand up. So great for all those things. So it's pretty much the same with every club. We're never losing this spine angle. We're always staying lower into the ball. We'll be doing a series soon. Weather's been awful. If you're in the UK, you probably know over the last few weeks in March, it's been very wet, cold. So let's wait till the sun comes out. We'll do some videos outside and hopefully the sun will shine on us. But spring is coming, summer is coming, so we'll be doing a load of videos outside. Obviously, if you've got a comment, please leave a comment below. We'll do all I can to get back in touch and hopefully help you. Any questions you have, please get in touch and let me know how this goes. Like and subscribe. I guess that helps as far as I know, but love to have you along for the ride. So from myself and Trev, good boy Trev, we'll see you on the next one. All the best and hope it all works out. Cheerio. Oh, good boy. You want to be in the video, mate? Oops.